Welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered. Today is going to be an interesting one because I'm going to try a little story time about how I went to nature today and learned some life's lesson. So sit back, relax, get you some snacks, get you some water. I got my water just in case I need to hydrate, and enjoy this little life lesson I made up on a walk with my wife and daughter today. So today is Monday and it is President's Day, but when you're on your own business, your own company, you don't really look at vacation like that unless you got something planned. I did not, so I continue to do what I do on Mondays. I put out two shorts. I organized the video that I need to upload for Thursday. And in the middle of all this, my wife texted me. She was like, "Hey, do you want to go take a walk in the park? We can come by the house and scoop you up." Now, my older daughter had a friend over, so my wife was taking a friend back to her house. And on the way back, I guess she got inspired to go on a walk. It was very nice today. Outside of all the snow that we had for the last few weeks, it was nice and sunny. The temperature was around 65, which I loved. I got to wear a jacket and not like sweat. Appreciate that. And so one thing that I want to point out and acknowledge and show some gratitude towards is I have the ability to take off and do whatever I want when my family needs it. I take my daughters to their dentist appointments. I go pick up prescriptions. I go get random food items that we forgot to buy for dinner for that night. I have the ability to do that because I work for myself, and I appreciate that. And I'm very gracious that I'm able to do that. Now, with that said, when she asked me, I looked and I was like, yes, I need to get out. I need to stretch my legs. And again, being in nature, being in open, wide areas is just good for your brain. And I needed that. So I got ready. She scooped me up, and to the park we went. Now, while we were there, it was very quiet. It was like one or two people there, which is dope. Always like that. But a few things was super dope. Like we got to experience the waves descending into chaos coming off of a boat. Now, let me explain this. At this park is a huge lake. On this lake, there are boats. Boats go slow, boats go fast, and depending on the speed of the boat would determine what happened to the waves. Now, let's say about 30, 40 feet away from the shore is where the waves originated at. And then as they ripple towards the shore, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time they hit the shore, they make this lovely splashy sound against the rocks and the wood. And that is how I want you to treat your content. Treat your content as a little ripple at first, but the more that you put into it, the bigger those ripples get. And eventually you're going to be making a lot of noise. It was just awesome to see that visually. And that really aligned with what I think content creators should be doing with their content, how they should be throwing up as many shots as possible and let that ripple effect take them to where they want to be. Cool. Next up, still at the park, and we went on this, I think it's a pier. Yeah, it was a wooden pier, man-made pier. And on the wooden planks all over this thing was carvings. You know how people go and carve trees, carve their initials in the trees or carve some saying in the trees? This pier was riddled with them. And the thing that I noticed is the older the carving, the harder it was to see. And in my mind, I was like, man, these people spent all this time carving their name, leaving their imprint on this wood. And in a few years, nobody is going to know it existed because it's going to blend in with the rest of the wood because of weather, wear and tear, or it's just going to get replaced. Again, this is how I want you to treat your content. Make your imprint, but instead of just making one imprint and letting it just sit there, like I'm just going to throw up 3 videos and call it a day. I'm going to be a content creator after that. No, you need to continue to either etch in that same spot or etch your name somewhere else. Keep doing it often because over time, weather and deterioration is going to get rid of those names carved in that wood. Over time, people are going to forget who you are if you only posted 1 or 2 videos because that's just the nature of the beast. If you continue to upload, if you continue to etch your name into various different trees as you walk past them, guess what? More people are going to start seeing a pattern. They're going to start seeing your face all over the place. And I'm like, yo, who is this motherfucker? Who is this person creating all this content? Who is this person etching this symbol into all the trees? Now, I didn't etch any symbols into trees. I just want to be transparent with that because I didn't bring a knife. If I would have brought a knife, my name was going on the tree. Next sign. And then as we went further into the woods, there was starting to be etchings on trees as well. And some of them were fresh and some of them were not. But one that really stuck out to me back to the pier, somebody carved their name, and I'll put some photos on the poster. I'll figure out social media somewhere of the pictures that I took. Somebody etched their name like deep into this wood. Well, I really want to know what that looks like in 20 years, but as of right now, it's still there. You can see it plain as day. CH, I see you. I hear you. You should like tag your name at a lot of other places. But again, we are so concerned with how perfect it looks and how everybody's can perceive it. In a few years, nobody's going to remember you did that shit. So rather than putting all this pressure on yourself in the present, be yourself. Just etch your name in it and then keep it moving. And then guess what? Do it again and do it again and do it again. And just like the waves, the ripples in the waves that eventually get large, that you can't ignore them. You can't overcome them. They're coming no matter what. That's going to be you. You're going to arrive at your destination, whatever your end goal looks like for your content creation career. You're going to get there because you put in the work. You didn't just make 1 or 2 videos and called it a day. You continue to make videos. Get as many reps in as you can. The more the merrier, but at least get 1 a week, at least 1 a day. Figure out what your minimum threshold is and then achieve that. Because 1 video a week for a year is way better than 1 video every 3 months. Do the math. I'm not doing it for you. It's real easy. Quarters, year, you know how many weeks are in a year? I'm not going to do it. You got it. But I say all that to say this. We allow so many simple things stop us from achieving our goals, whether it's we're too comfortable, we really like our situation, and then pushing past that, it's just hard and tedious, and we don't see the benefits of doing it. Either we let fear stop us because, oh my God, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to seem like I'm being an imposter. I don't want to get called out my name. So I'll just stick in my own lane. Or C, we don't believe in ourselves hard enough. I was thinking in the shower, this is all over the place, but anyways, I just got out of the shower and I was thinking that probability does not play a role in my life. Like either I believe it's going to happen or it's not. You can tell me that it's a 1 in 1,000 chance that I'm going to win a prize at some random raffle or something, and I still with 100% certainty think I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win that if I want to believe that. I'm not going to share the story. I've shared it a few times, but you know the story where I said I was going to win that raffle and I just won that motherfucking raffle. Probability didn't play a factor in that. I think, and I don't have any science to back this up, but I'm definitely going to do some research. Probability is a number, and I think the largest influence on that probability is whether the person believes it or not. If you believe there's a 1 in 6 chance of you getting pregnant and you believe it without shadow or doubt, then guess what? You're probably gonna get pregnant. If you believe, and this is gonna be a weird one, but I don't know if y'all heard about, oh, if I pull out, she can't get pregnant. In my brain, that's dumb. But in some people's brain, they fully believe that and they have a 100% streak. They've been pulling out since the 80s and have yet to get anyone pregnant because they fully believe that shit. This is how you need to treat your content. There is no benefit from you downplaying your skills, doubting your worthiness when it comes to getting to the goals that you want to achieve. Let other people doubt you. Let other people doubt your worthiness. At the end of the day, it's all about what you believe. If there's a creeping feeling of, oh my God, I'm not good enough, then guess what? That's going to eat you alive. And it's going to be that much more harder to achieve your goal rather than just believing, you know what? I got this. I'm amazing. I'm worthy. Content I create is amazing. I just need to get this in front of the right eyes, the right audience, and then it's over. The wrap. I'm doing whatever I fuck I want for the rest of my life. That's the mentality you need to believe about whatever you're doing, but specifically the content you're creating. So yeah, today's nature walk was really fun, really dope. Again, I came out of there inspired. I came out of there inspired to keep pushing this content that I know the world needs. I want to produce and create as much positive content, as much like uplifting content that I can. Just excited. I don't want to be talking shit about people. I don't want to be calling people out their name. I'm not a doom and gloom person. I have flipped the switch. I used to be a very, very angry individual, but now I am the most serene, chill, relaxing guy that I know. And that's because I went to therapy and I got my mind right. But you ever thought that therapy was scary, or you tried therapy and it just didn't work for you? Please, I implore you to try it again, especially if you're having feelings that you don't want to feel. Do you want to feel angry? Do you want to feel displaced? Do you want to feel depression? Do you want to feel grief? Do you want to feel anxiety every time you leave your house? If you don't want to feel those, then I highly suggest that you book a session with someone, get some type of mental health assistance, and of course, reach out to me. I help clear emotional stuckness that keeps us in these locked identities that no longer serve us. I thought it was very important that I get the skills that I need and I start using my voice for the things that I know for Black men out there, because I'm under the camp that it is hard to talk to somebody about your emotions, about what you're feeling, what you're thinking, if they don't look like you. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's very hard. And I would feel more comfortable talking with someone who looks like me, who maybe understands how I experience life. And that's who I am for those people. So please, I implore you, please reach out. Let's set up a session. If there's something that is keeping you stuck, you know it's keeping you stuck and it's keeping you from achieving your ultimate goal, reach out. I got you. It'll be painless. We don't need to dive deep into your childhood. We don't need to know how many times your mom spanked you a week. None of that shit matters. You tell me what is happening for you right now. We get clear about it. We update the data that your subconscious mind is using to bring up these feelings, and then you go forward clear with energy to achieve the goals that you want. It's that simple. I promise you. Let's not make this complicated. Let's not drag this out. Mental health is very important. And unfortunately, they don't talk about this in school as much as they should, because there is some overbearing body that just does not give a fuck about you and your mental health. That's my thoughts on it. And that's why I'm here, to help you get clear. Yeah, I said it. I made a jingle. Anyways, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already shared this podcast with someone who can benefit from conversations like these and more, go ahead and do so. What are you waiting for? Upload it unfiltered. We are everywhere. I have not missed a week since I've started this podcast, and I don't intend on missing a week ever until I sell this motherfucker or something. But other than that, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, leave me a review. Send me a message. If you got any questions that I can answer, please do. Also, follow the socials. I'll have those in the link or in the description of this podcast. Every 5 days a week, I'm posting content to my socials because I want to get the truth out there. I want to make sure that my services are known for those who are looking or seeking to get clear and to show up authentically. Specialize in that. That's what I do. Other than that, I thank you again for listening. And as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.